This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. Go to the link in the description below so they know that I sent you. I like Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance a lot more than Guilds of Ravnica. But yeah, I mean, I'm still enjoying the format, but I wouldn't mind a new one, sort of is where I am right now. So yeah, all right, we'll jump into this draft. This is best of 3, so going 3 or 2 or better is the goal, because you can break even if you do. Okay, so our rare is like a pretty solid card, but it's not like the kind of rare you really want, like in terms of power. Same, I think, is, yeah, I mean, this pack's Sky Tether, Rumbling Ruin, Immolation Shaman. I think those are the real choices here. Fireblade Artist is great, but it's gold, so, you know, it's not really going to work out for you. Sky Tether, you know, it's a decent removal spell in all decks, and it's a great removal spell in... it's really a great removal spell in both white decks in this format, to be honest, so it may as well be a great removal spell. Both decks have a lot of flyers, so... oh, I need to turn on... Deck Master. There it is. Yeah, the rare's solid, and it's true. This pack isn't stacked or anything, but I kind of feel like Sky Tether might just be better. It's just both the white decks in this format love flyers, and yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Tether. Removal, you know, it has its problems as a removal spell, but it's mostly pretty good. Not as good as Grotesque Demise, though, which is what we're going to take now. I do like Gateway Sneak. All 3 of these uncommons are nice cards, but we'll take Grotesque Demise here. Okay, so we get Grasping Throw. We also have Law Mage's Binding. They're both, you know, really great commons. They may be the 2 best commons in the set. Since I already have a black and white card, I'm leaning towards the Thrall. We have also started with 2 removal spells, so let's go with our Thrall here. Alright, so here I think it's either Blade Juggler or Sentinel's Mark. I think I like Blade Juggler more. I love the ability to draw 2 cards. You know, it's a 2-for-1, basically. Okay. Well, an early Gate Guardian is always nice. I always call it Gate Guardian. I don't know why. Gate Colossus is always good. Picking up gates, you know, already is a pretty good idea in this format, and now you really want to do it more. I think we want the Spirit more than Consign. Like, I like having 1 Consign, but... you know, it's not that difficult to replace. All right, we're going to take Sky Tether here, too. So we got double Sky Tether going on, which is nice. So this pack doesn't really have anything for us. I guess on the off chance we end up in, like, Rakdos or Gruul, which, yeah, I don't think we'll end up in Gruul because we have 2 good black cards already. But I guess I should take a red card. I guess I'll take Tinsley Dodger. Okay, we'll take the Scavenger here over Zeal. Yeah, it kind of looks like our colors are getting cut pretty hard. Hello, Wuga-san. Glad you could catch the stream. Take another red card here. Okay. I like Syndicate Messenger. Take another red card. I think Rakdos is our fallback plan, and it's not looking too bad. I mean, you know, Rubble Belt Recluse is way better than these 2, but they're all playable. Thank you for the subscribe, Rowdy Taco. Put Humongulus there. Justicar's Portal. Ooh. I haven't gotten to play with this yet. I've played with Mythics multiple times, but I haven't played with this rare at all yet. And it's like the biggest bomb in the set, so I'm pretty excited about that. My first pick was Sky Tether. It was not a particularly exciting pack. So yeah, we're taking the Absolution here. It's an absurd card. We just need to draw it every game. Alright, so Spire Mangler or Debtor's Transport. I think I like the Mangler a little more. We still don't have any Guild Gates, it's worth noting, but we haven't really seen any at times when we want to take them. Yeah, we'll take the Mangler here. Or if we do see them, they're not really the ones we want. Like, Simic Guild Gate can't do anything for us. And I don't think it's worth, you know, taking a Guild Gate over good cards like Forbidding Spirit and Final Payment. Question is, which is better? Final Payment's pretty nice as a removal spell. I'm kind of leaning towards it over a Second Spirit. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay. It's always annoying when you like take a card and then in the next pack you have the same card where you might have made a different decision if you knew for sure it was coming. Yeah, so we're going to take a Consign. Like I said, one of those is always solid. Alright, here's a Guildgate that might make sense. There's also a Dead Revels and a Bloodmist Infiltrator, which are both solid. However, I think probably taking a Guildgate here is worth it. We don't have anything to splash yet, but having the option might be nice. Yeah. Okay, so here we have Twilight Panther and Plague White. Those are both cards that I like. And our curve is not particularly good right now, so we're definitely taking one of them. I think I like the Panther a little more. Alright, so if we take Archway Angel, then we really want to start taking gates. But there's also Dead Revels, Viscopa Vampire. If we had more than one gate right now, like halfway through this pack, I think I would take the Angel, but I think taking our one copy of Dead Revels is worth it here. Okay, so another Guild Gate. I think we take it here over Debtor's Transport, Consign to the Pit, and Concordia Pegasus. You know, maybe it's a little tempting to take a 2-drop because our curve is not looking so good, but I think it'll improve. Alright, so here we're going to take, again, we could take the 1-drop, but I think Viscopa Vampire is so much better that I'm going to take it here. And, or Jav Locket, I guess. And Rester's Zeal, I guess. Oh, we actually have a sideboard. I forgot. I haven't played with the sideboard in a while, so we're actually going to take Exposed to Daylight. Sinister, thank you as always for all those tier 1 subscriptions for people here in chat. So I think I'd rather have 10th District Veteran because of our curve. And is it better than Hazda Officer? Yeah, probably. So we'll take another one. Neither of those are particularly good. In an ideal world, I don't think you play them, but we may have to. Wow, this pack isn't that good for us. Acrobat and Rumbling Ruin are both quite nice. You know, we could take our second Dead Revels. We could take a 1-drop. Probably just going to take a Guildgate. You know, at a certain point, playing some off-color Guildgates is worth it for Gate Colossus. Thank you also for all the bits, Sinister. You provide me a lot of support, and it's very, very, what's the word? Nice. Need to finish my coffee, clearly. It's very generous. That's the word I was looking for. Nice. Use that. Yeah, use those new emotes. All right. So, yeah, we're going to take the Guildgate here over Dead Revels number 2 or Thirsting Shade number 1. Okay, so there's another Rakdos Guildgate. There's an Ill-Gotten Inheritance. There's also the Clear the Stage. How good are we at activating Clear the Stage? I've been pretty disappointed with the card because it's hard to make work consistently, the both halves of it. It can happen, but like right now we have Gate Colossus, we have Undercity Scavenger if we sacrifice something, and that is it. You know, we have Forbidding Spirit and Blade Juggler if we have Ethereal Absolution in play. I mean, I know it's a removal spell, but it doesn't really... 5 mana for -3/-3 is certainly nowhere near a premium removal spell. Like, it's miles and miles away. Oh yeah, all you new subscribers also now have access to the emotes, so enjoy. So, like, maybe we could take Ill-Gotten Inheritance as another finisher. Maybe we take Rakdos Guildgate. We don't have anything to splash right now, but the black cards here aren't great. I mean, Ill-Gotten Inheritance, I think, is an incredibly overrated card. But it is solid. It's tempting to take it here. What we really need is 2-drops or 1-drops to make our deck work, because right now we've got one of those. So a card like Concordia Pegasus may even be on the table, but I'm going to take the Guildgate. Okay. It's not a 2-drop, but it's Basilica Bellhaunt. We do have a second Gate Colossus, but I think it's going to be too difficult to make it work. We may not even play the first one, really. If all we have are Guildgates that aren't helping us splash at all, we may just not play it at all. And the Bellhaunt we will play no matter what. It's tempting to take another Colossus and then just scoop up every guild gate the rest of the way. I'm glad you enjoy them, Sinister. Glad you enjoy them. The guy who sort of helped me put together my better top 10s, who showed me, basically taught me how to use Photoshop and Premiere and all those sorts of things, is who made them for me. So he's talented. So this pack is a hard one, because Gate Colossus is great. Our problem, I think, is we're going to desperately need to pick up 2-drops. And so we're going to have to be taking them over gates. And I think for that reason, we need to just take the Belhan here, which is hard to do, but we're going to do it. It's going to be hard to pick up gates, I feel like, so. I don't think it's true that there's never too many Colossuses. Definitely seems like there are. So there's another guild gate here. There's also a Sentinel's Mark. I think we take the Mark. It's a good card, but we really need some early creatures, please. Okay, here's a couple options. Concordia Pegasus and Resolute Watchdog. Yeah, I mean, the Pegasus is fine. I don't know. The Watchdog's probably better. The ability to make stuff indestructible really matters. All right, and we're going to take a Caracal here, which you don't usually want to play, but we're going to have to. So we're taking it. Another Forbidding Spirit, sure. Okay, another Caracal or another Sky Tether. You know, we don't have as much flying as you normally end up with in this color pair, but we still have a decent amount. I do not think... I actually have 4 gates. And I have played Gate Colossus with 4 gates, and it's been okay, but usually I'm also splashing something. And at this point, Psychos, I'm not splashing anything, so it's probably not worth it. So we could just get our 3rd Sky Tether. Like I said, if we had more flyers, I might be a little more interested in that. But we have like 3. But yeah, I mean, it still shuts down problem creatures. You know, what we want to do is make games go long with Ethereal Absolution anyway, probably. So I think Sky Tether does make sense here over the 2-drop. Alright, so we'll take another Justicar's Portal. Blade Brand or Hazda Officer? I guess the Officer. Nice. A really late Twilight Panther works for me. See, we had to sort of take that over a Guild Gate. It would have been hard to take a Guild Gate there. Okay, Catacomb Crocodile is not a bad sideboard card. Yeah, I don't think we're going to play our Colossus. It was tempting to take like a second Colossus for sure, but our curve would have been so bad, and it's still not great. But it did get a lot better. I mean, we picked up the 2 Panthers, the Watchdog. Yeah, so it got better. It's still not great. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough. I don't think it's good 99% of the time, the Portal. But yeah, we're going to cut our Colossus. We don't need these Guild Gates for any reason. And I think if we did, I think it would be worth playing the Colossus. But as is, not so much. So, you know, these 3-drops aren't very good. So we're probably going to cut. That's probably where our next 2 cuts are going to come. Undercity Scavenger is not as good in this deck as usual either, because I don't think we have any... somehow or another, we don't have any Afterlife. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Crocodile. I think it's the kind of card I want to sideboard in more than anything. So, I think we cut Officer and Veteran. What? Oh, yeah. Here we go. No, never mind. We'll do that later. Yeah, 14 creatures, 9 non-creatures. Is there another creature I want to shove into this deck? I don't think so. These are basically our only options, right? And our Crocodile. think we're good as is. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think the Panther's pretty good in every Orzhov deck. But yeah, if you're a deck trying to win with Ill-Gotten Inheritance or Ethereal Absolution, it's something you can win the game with, but not necessarily rapidly. But it's a good place to go. I will play first. All right, I think this is a keep. We got our Absolution, removal, a real 3-drop, and a potential 3-drop. And we're going to have a lot of hands like this. If our deck has a problem, I think it's going to be related to just how few 2-drops. I think we only have like 1 2-drop, honestly, but we have 3 1-drops, so it's not the worst. But it's not really where you want to be either. You probably want 5 or 6, at least. There's one of those 2-drops. I think it's our only 2-drop, actually. So I'd like to get in for damage this turn. I'll have to see whether we do, so that I can play Blade Juggler. If I can't do that, I can at least maybe demise something and play Caracal. One or the other. Yeah, so we're just going to take this, which may give them access to their own Blade Juggler. Which would be annoying because chances are good that they would just trade with their 10th District Veteran and that would be it. Okay. That's kind of annoying because it can block. So I think I'm going to attack. It's a free attack after all. Yeah, so we'll just attack. Yeah, so it's kind of what we figured would happen. We let it happen. I think I'd probably play the Caracal here. Use more of our mana. Yeah, I've had Orzhov decks like that too. Locking down the ground with Death Touch and playing like, you know, the Grasping Thrall is a pretty good strategy. It uses all commons. What are they going to do with their... They're probably about to make us discard our Ethereal Absolution. This is when... Okay, they're just skewering. I'm more okay with that. But they can hit us for 3 now that we can't really block. Yeah. Hopefully they don't play another 2, and this gives us... Aw, man. Alright, so we'll take 3. Thank you for the follow, Manus Gigantia. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Alright, so let's attack. If they trade, we're fine with it. If they don't, we're fine with that too. Yeah. Alright, so we kill that. I think we play our Twilight Panther. And we end our turn. We can leave up Demise and Mangler, so I think that's pretty good. I don't think I'll flash in the Mangler to block, obviously. It's not a good situation for that to be happening. But I can flash it in at the end of their turn and start getting some stuff done in this race. Which right now we're not doing so much of. Another Plague White. Yeah, I do think we flash in the Mangler. Yeah, Death Touch on all zombies, it can be pretty nasty. Alright, so we're going to attack here, and then play our Blade Juggler. We really need to hit our 5th and 6th lands. I mean, it would kill both Plague Whites, for example. So if we can hit land here and then draw land on our next turn, that would be great. Alright, we're part of the way there. We are part of the way there. Kind of feel like I need to trade with Plague White with our Juggler in, you know, in an ideal world. Yeah, I just hope we're not too late. There's a chance we're too late with the Absolution, as much damage as they've done to us. Although, again, if it straight up kills both Plague Whites, that's great. I think there's a good chance I should just block with my Blade Juggler, though. I feel like there's a good chance that I should block. Just because we're at such low life and they're Rakdos, they've got a Spear Spewer in play. Sure, we can kill it, but our Absolution won't kill it. Yeah, I mean, sometimes Absolution is unbeatable, but our opponent has done enough to us that it's not unbeatable. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. Alright, so we trade, we go to 9. You may have to Grotesque Demise that Spear Spewer. That's a real possibility. Right. Well, we're gonna, if we draw land, we're gonna get to kill both Plague Whites. Let's do it. We didn't do it. This isn't too bad, though. We get to gain some life here. Gaining life is big. Also, Vigilance, not a bad thing here either. Alright. So, yeah, we'll be holding up Grotesque Demise here. They'll drop us to 11 and themselves to 12. Yeah, we got to get this Absolution down, and then we'll be in some serious business. Voracious Hunter, I'm glad your draft went well. Glad you feel like my advice helped. That's going to have to be Grotesque Demised for sure. If they attack with it here, I think we block and try to draw out a combat trick. If they attack with it here. Okay. Because if we can draw out a combat trick, we get even more action. Yeah, that'll work for me. We get a 2-for-1 here. We do go to 7 here, I think. Which is not good news. But if we hit our land for our Absolution here, we could be in business. Let's do it. I believe in us. We did it. Alright, Absolution time. Bye-bye, Plague Whites. And then we can attack with both our creatures. Alright, everybody attacks. Alright. So, hopefully we have lethal here, and they don't have lethal on us. Yeah, his deck's a Rakdos deck. He only needs 4 lands, usually. Okay. So, they won't be able to use their Spear Spewer. They're just dead, actually, because we have Consign. We have a black-white deck sporting Ethereal Absolution, which is my first time playing it in the format in 50-plus drafts, and it just won us a game. So, as it often does. But, of course, that's only game 1. We are best of 1 here. Against Rakdos... I mean, if I had some extra life gain line around, I'd grab it. We have some already in Grasping Thrall. Bellhaunt, and Sentinel's Mark. But more wouldn't hurt, that's for sure. Didn't see a reason to bring in Expose. Yeah. We gotta hope we get a few 1 and 2 drops like we did last time too, where they could just run us over early. We gotta be able to... Basically, we want to trade early so we can get to the latter part of the game where we get the advantage. Yeah, the Croc does have a big butt, but it's also a 5-drop. So, like, you know, its helpfulness. If it were like a 3-mana 1/4, I'd probably be all over it. But as a 5-drop, I just feel like it comes down too late to really matter against a Rakdos deck. I could be wrong. But, yeah, I mean, I've played him mainboard before, and he's fine. Yeah. Kind of feel like we need to mulligan this bad boy. You know, if we draw a land of any kind, I guess we're okay. We're not going to have anything before turn 3. Yeah, okay, I think we actually keep it. We're going to have a slow start almost no matter what hand we take. So, I think we just have to be prepared for that. And this hand's pretty reasonable. Like I said, if we hit any land, we can play... these 3 cards, and the Vampire is pretty good against them. That's another source of life gain. I have all 3 Sky Tethers in second 10th. Yeah, I thought you said Tether. Yeah, second 10th. Maybe. Might be a good point. Here comes Fireblade Artist. Okay, just a Plague White. There's our Absolution, but what we need now is some mana. Uh-oh. I feel like casting the Bellhaunt is a pipe dream. Yeah, I mean, this was a solid hand to keep, I think. We're still in this, but the longer we go without actually being able to play something to stop us from, you know, losing all of our life, the worse things are going to get here. Are they just going to pump him? No. I would have liked if they just pumped him. Less board to worry about. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think we play Vizkopa because we can trade for Daggercaster and gain 3, which is some pretty serious business against a deck like this. Our Forbidding Spirit, if we draw a double white, will also be pretty nice against them. So there's a chance they just don't attack here. There's also a chance to do that and drop us to 9. So yeah, I want my Forbidding Spirit pretty badly. Alright, we can play it. And I think we do. Buys us a little more time. I guess if they have another land, they can still attack with everything here, but it would be a pain. If they kill him, they can't attack me, at least. Chances are, anyway. Yeah, their deck's real fast. It may be wise to lower our curve even more, put in the extra 10th District Veteran in and cut something else. Alright, so they can attack with 1 creature here. Wait. No, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that, luckily. For us. Yeah. You can only attack with 1 of them. Man, we need the mana for that Grasping Thrall pretty badly. Alright, so I'm going to play Twilight Panther. We can flash in Mangler to kill one of these guys. If we can get the Thrall down, it may give us what we need to survive to our Absolution, but it also might not, so. I am excited for War of the Spark. Obviously, I guess tomorrow is when they're going to reveal everything. Or not everything, 16 cards or whatever. And I'm excited to see what that looks like. Okay, so... Options. Tricky here. Man. Okay, I think I have a plan. I'm going to block here, and then if they pump their creature, I'm going to use Ethereal Final Payment. If they use the ability, that is. Alright. Alright. They may have something to finish us off here, but hopefully they don't. Uh-oh. Okay, that means we're dead. C-Speeds, yes, I will have a spoiler card, which is exciting. I've gotten one pretty consistently of late. Okay, so... the Scavenger doesn't seem great here. I think I'd rather just have another veteran. We could also cut a Caracal, but I think having an early creature, even though it can't block whites well, it can block other things well, so... I don't know. Do we need a locket? I mean, we have a locket. I just am not that into them. Not that into them. Yeah. I don't think we need it. I mean, our deck does have 5s and 6s, but not so many that I want the locket. Yeah, they could have multiple dagger casters, which makes the Caracal even worse. But I still think we need the 2-drop pretty desperately. Alright, we don't have black mana, but you know what's weird is we haven't seen our 3 Sky Tethers at all against this guy, which would actually be pretty good against him. It very efficiently, like, his creatures aren't worth much if he can't attack with them. And it shuts them down. Not having any guild gates, you know, Orzhov guild gates has definitely been a pretty clear occurrence with the mana issues we've had. They may be about to Scorch Mark or Caracal, which we're kind of okay with. Okay, see, actually trades with that guy, and I think that's definitely what we do. They probably have Dead Revels, but it's whatever. Okay, mana. Come on, mana. Treat me better than this. I know I didn't get any guild gates, but I think we should still be doing all right here. All right, so I think I'm going to put Sky Tether on this. We just got to find ourselves the time. The problem is if we put Sky Tether on something else and the Infiltrator can attack, they'll just sacrifice the creature. Oh my god. Man, these last 2 games mana-wise. Like, we kept hands that didn't have great mana. But, like, all we needed to do is on one of our first 4 turns draw the right kind of mana, and we didn't do it here. And we may not do it. Alright. Yeah, I'm praying for Swamp, that's for sure. If we had a Swamp, I think we're in business, basically. Alright, that doesn't hurt. Doesn't help a whole lot either, I guess. Man. My frustration seems to be continuing. Early on in this draft. Yeah, so we'll take 4. Yeah, he's had a slower start. That has been helpful. But if we can't hit black mana, they're going to kill us. So Okay, now they can sack this Blood Mist Infiltrator to that one. We still don't draw black mana. I am in a bad streak lately. I mean, I've been, winning about as much as I'm losing, which, could be worse. I could be losing more than I'm winning, but it doesn't feel good. That's for sure. It's like, should I stop keeping these hands because we've been punished for them twice? I don't think so. I think the percentages say it's wise to keep the kind of hand we did. So, I'm going to sacrifice the other Blood Mist Infiltrator. Attack me for 7. Another creature. This guy's going to be unblockable. We're going to draw our Absolution, but not have black mana. That's my prediction. We're going to draw our Absolution right now, and it's just going to be like, okay. And, we win games off of people struggling too, but yeah, we're dead. That's not going to help. Wah, wah. Yeah, our percentage is way down. We went from 67 to 59 in about a week and a half. I've had a lot of games like that one. I've also made more misplays than I normally already make. And I've drafted a few bad decks. It's a combination of, all three things that make you lose. So. Alright. I will play first. Okay, this looks solid. We have both our colors of mana and more than 2 lands, so if we struggle to draw lands, we'll be okay. Alright. Yeah, the Spirit against our last opponent would be pretty great. We got it once against them, but I think we have 2 of them. Alright, well, that's kind of a funny draw. I think Tarmogoyf probably would make it in on 2 drops. Alright, so I think we just end our turn and leave up our Spire Mangler, ready to... Does he mangle spires, or does he mangle things? It looks like he mangles things in the spires. And he's about to kill a bird, which is pretty off flavor for our stream, but, it's whatever. Sometimes, he's got to eat. It's a circle of life. Never mind. They don't have mana. I was going to say they could just attack to gain the life, but... Alright. I can't attack with Resolute Watchdog. It has Defender. See you later, Kevin Spire. Otherwise, yes, that would be the ideal plan. Yeah, he's basically just a blocker who has a nice ability that can protect, like, our Spire Mangler if it's in business. I have played a High Alert deck with the dog. It was pretty good in it. He's a fine card in any deck, which I didn't think he would be. He was on my cards I got wrong. All right, fair enough. Do I want to trade for that Grudian? think it's a bad plan. But it probably is. I probably just take 2 because I can swing back with Blade Juggler without being worried at all. And then play another 3-drop. This is another Rakdos deck, but it doesn't seem to be as aggressive as the other one we saw. He could get in for 2 here and skewer the critics on our Blade Juggler, I guess, which would be a pain, but... No, they didn't do it. There's our Absolution. That could come in handy. We're going to attack. I think I'm actually going to trade our Vampire for the Grudian. Mana problems continuing a little here, but we're definitely in better shape than we were in our 3rd game last time. We wouldn't mind just drawing all lands right now. We want some flooding here. That's what we need. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Flood's a good thing here. Give it to us. Nope. Okay, so... I think I attack with both of these. And see what happens. Okay. Alright. They probably have Dead Rebels, but I think these trades are fine. Alright, Veteran. I really need to have a draft go my way because the saltiness is real. It's like I've reached a certain point in this format where I just don't win anymore after doing pretty well for so long. And we have like the biggest bomb in the format. And the one time we cast it, it did win us the game, but we've been stuck on few lands or one color several times. I mean, I've seen in between plenty Clintus Dick. It's just not been now. Come on, lands. Yeah, I know I'll get past it. It's just weird that it all seems clumped together. Like I said, we're about breaking even with wins and losses so far in this slump, and it could be worse. You know, we could be losing more than we're winning by a bunch. All right, we're gonna take 3 here. Come on, lands. I need you. I need you, lands. A plains would be great. I will take a swamp, though. Not gonna lie. I think we sky tether. On this draft so far, I'm not losing to bad plays. Some of my losses have certainly been due to bad plays. I think we attack with our veteran here. Since it's kind of a free attack. If they want to block and trade, I think we're fine with that. This will draw out the game more. They'll lose, you know, some source of 3 damage if they trade. Getting us closer to playing Thrall, which will also help us draw out the game. Hopefully Forbidding Spirit too, which will help us draw out the game and get to our Absolution. And maybe we'll get there. Luckily our mana issues in this one weren't so severe that there's like no way for us to come back from them. I could have made it indestructible. Would that have been worth it? It might have been worth it. Because the Watchdog... obviously isn't as good of an attacker or blocker as the veteran is. And I don't have anything else to do with my mana. So I probably should have made my veteran indestructible. I didn't have much to lose, if that's what I did. Okay. Starting to be in business here. We are in business, I think. 6th land will do a lot of work, obviously. Get us onto our kill anything spell and our huge bomb. How many creatures do they have in their graveyard? They have 3, so... yeah, we're just going to take 3 here. Oh yeah, that's true. The Wrecker would have been able to block it anyway. Alright, so if we hit a land, that dies automatically, which is great. It's always a good feeling to immediately gain an advantage. We didn't hit a land. However, we can attack and play Forbidding Spirit, which works for me. I think now we're going to get there. We have the time to find that 6th land. I can block and make the Spirit indestructible, which might not be a bad plan. I would also be fine trading the Watchdog for the Viscopa Vampire, though, so... I think I'd probably block with my Watchdog on the Vampire. Though, again, if we hit our 6th land, we're kind of in business, but in the event we don't, taking 3 here that we don't do anything about is going to hurt. So yeah, I think we do this. See what happens. If they keep it alive with the trick, you know, again, if we hit our land, we have Ethereal Absolution. Right. Not a land, but it lets us kill the Roustabout. And I can play Caracol and Grotesque Demise, so that's pretty good. I think I'm just going to Grotesque Demise now, since it's less likely they have a combat trick. I mean, it's already pretty unlikely, but... I mean, I guess I can play the Caracol and plan on just... make it look like I just want to trade. And then use the Demise if I need to. Yeah. That works. I know I could have blocked both, but... alright. But, yeah, the Resolute Watchdog wouldn't have killed the Vampire, and I don't really want them gaining life if I can help it. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. We need that land. We need it badly. So yeah, you're going to kill my Caracol and drop me to 11. At the end of your turn, I'll kill your Roustabout. And then on my turn, I'll play Ethereal Absolution, maybe. Alright, we did draw the mana we needed. This should get us in business, pretty much. We can just trade and start exiling stuff from their graveyard. And here, it's not even a trade, actually. Okay, the Scope of Vampire instantly dies. That works for me. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right, I think we block. If they have Blade Brand, I don't think we really care that much, honestly. I think when we can just start exiling... yeah, they've got it. When we can just start exiling things, we're in business, basically. So, alright. And we can almost exile 2 things at a time. So in combat... well, that's kind of a problem. I don't know that we have any removal... oh, we do have Final Payment, so there's that. We also can just block it with 2 spirits, which we can make at instant speed now. So, yeah. Well, we could already make it instant speed. We can make 2 now is my point. Yeah, they've got lots of fuel for our fire. 3, 4 more creatures in their graveyard. Get rid of that fire whirler. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to this just to bluff. We just have to end our turn, unfortunately. I don't see them attacking us anytime soon, but we can eventually go wide enough in the air that we should be okay. Drops them to 9. We got to our mana this time, which was really good news. See if we can keep doing that. All right. Let's just draw Absolution every game. How about that? Yeah. Yeah, that would have been the plan. Make 2 spirits at the end of their turn and then do 2 and kill one of the ground creature. Alright. I don't think we change anything. Our 3 Sky Tethers are silly. We could have really used them against that first Rakdos opponent. It would have bought us so much more time. Yeah, it feels like a pretty good deck. We are 0-1, but you know, it happens. Obviously, having the biggest bomb in the format helps make it as good as it can be. So have you guys all been watching the Mythic Invitational? I think is what it's called. Man, avatars are still jacked up on here. It's such a weird problem that my avatar just changes at will. Alright, I think that's a good hand. Couple early drops, an evasive creature. I mean, one of them is a good blocker. The other's a removal spell. Yeah, it would have been cool if I was invited, but I don't have... I mean, there's nobody... Everyone who was invited is a bigger deal than me, basically. I don't have the clout. I mean, I do get spoiler cards, and that's cool. And I'm hoping that as I continue to do Twitch, maybe I'll get invited to the early limited format events. So, morning, Twilight Pony. All right. So, I mean, I think we're going to be willing to trade our Watchdog for the Vampire under turn. We'd rather do that than play our Sky Tether. Yeah, we do have all the mana we ever want in this hand, which is nice. So I think we offer the trade here. If they have a trick, it's going to be a little annoying. Doesn't look like they do. Trading a 1-drop for a 3-drop, though, generally pretty good. I think we play our messenger. Thank you for the sub, Cornsmith. So, you know, they can attack us here and gain 3, which will be annoying. It'll get them up to 26, but... ooh. That's really annoying, because we don't even get our Afterlife token. There's a Spire Mangler, huh? Okay. I think I play our Twilight Panther here. We plan on trying to trade. How many Viscopa vampires do they have? Alright, so we'll flash in our Spire Mangler. Okay. I probably sack my Panther here to our Undercity Scavenger. We really want to find our absolute, whatever it's called, Ethereal Absolution, so he'll help. Or Daimon. It'll happen potentially this summer if... It really depends on what my employment status ends up being exactly for the summer. A History Channel might happen. Yeah, Vampire has performed better than I thought it would, too. Yeah, we'll sack our Panther. Alright, we don't really want either of these. I think we just want to... I mean, I guess the Panther's not bad, but... I think we want to put everything on the bottom that isn't Ethereal Absolution, basically. Alright, so, yeah, we'll end our turn. I think we plan on blocking the Viscopa Vampire here. We could have Get the Point, which would be pretty gross here. It'll get them up to 30, drop us to 11, essentially. Oh, B-Devil does it too. Same thing will happen. We probably have to Sky Tether one of these and try to trade with the other one. Okay. Yeah, so Sky Tether. But yeah, the Vampire, you know, there are definitely matchups where it's worse. Like if your opponent's playing Daggercaster, for example, it's pretty awful. Or any of the efficient 1 damage spells. But there's a lot of matchups where it like trades and gains you life. And that's I think, pretty great. And there are sometimes, like our opponent's doing, where you can just keep bashing into your opponent with them and gaining a bunch of life. And, you know, they're all that's hit me so far, I think. Yeah, well, they have played 3 of them. They're all that's hit me, and we're at 11. So we've taken 3 hits from Viscopa Vampires. So they're working out pretty well here. Obviously, they're horrible against our Ethereal Absolution, but, you know, other than that, they're doing a good job here. And I think we just want to trade with the other one at this point. They do have way more going on in their hand than us. They may be about to consign and attack for 3. Grotesque Demise, attack for 3. Yeah. We are in some trouble. That Twilight Panther that we put on the bottom is looking pretty good right about now. Oh, hey, that's pretty good. We can trade our Viscopa Vampire for theirs, hopefully. Let's have another Grotesque Demise. 5 vampires have been played in this game. Viscopa Vampires specifically. You go up to 11, they go up to 36, because, you know, why not? Okay, looks like... I don't know what they have in their hand. More removal, maybe? But you'd think they would have used it there if they did. They could be flooded out and just holding on to lands to bluff, like we are. We're only holding on to one, but... I kind of hope that's what they're doing. Because that gives us more of a chance than I thought we had with the number of cards they had in their hand. Okay, well, we have an answer should we need one. I don't think we bother right now, though. I don't think it's, like, ever better to wait to put the creature down, just because if we can add to our board enough... if we can add to our board, we should, essentially, in this situation. Yeah, that's a big creature. I think it's just another one we will try to trade with, most likely. Ooh, hello. More life gain is very good news. It's basically Siege Rhino, you know? It also gives us another thing to sacrifice, potentially, to Spike Wheel, to kill something. Alright, so I think we probably try to trade for the Acrobat here. I could also just take 5. But I think this works for me. Yeah, and obviously it's not Siege Rhino, but that was a joke. But it is, it reminds me of it a little bit. There we go. That's what we're looking for here. True or Absolution. If I tap my mana differently, I could have left up Final Payment. I still don't really think it's worth attacking them yet. I think our Bell Hunt can lock down the ground and we can start making spirits soon. And that's probably our main plan. Good game, they say. Hopefully. I do think we block the Blade Juggler if they attack. I mean, even if they have... Blade Brand or whatever, you know, our Bell Hunt, you know, yeah, I think we block here. It gives us more fuel for the fire, basically. And we have 8 mana. Yeah, they do have Blade Brand. We have 8 mana to make spirit tokens, so... They haven't decided to concede, probably because they have 20 more life than I do. Sinister, thanks again for all these gifted subs. It's awesome that you're willing to do that. I think you're my biggest super fan based on your willingness to support me so much. Rakdos Locket. So I think we make a token that can block Acrobat, and then they can't use its ability to increase its power anymore, which is kind of funny, I think. Yep, everyone, all you who just got gift subs, check out the emotes. You've got them. All right, so let's get rid of probably one of these 3 Vizkopa vampires. And we will block with the Spirit. Yeah, they give it Death Touch. No, you're not the first person who said that, 99 Cats. It's a thumbs up. So maybe I should fix it. Because if people think it's a middle finger, that would be kind of funny, a bird flipping the bird, but it's not really my style. But it would be funny, you know, that's all I'm saying. So one of the cards I had in their hand earlier that our Bellhaunt made them discard was Burn Bright. So they may have a bunch of Goblin Go Whitey cards. We just haven't seen them. Yeah, definitely a dad joke. Right, they're going to crack their locket. Believe it or not, exiling creatures in their graveyard can really matter, since almost every black deck plays, like, Dead Revels, you know? Alright, so we're going to use Final Payment to kill the Firewheeler. Actually, we can use Grotesque Demise instead, which might just be better. It does exile it, so we can't turn it into fuel, but I think it's probably worth it. Sack Absolution to do it. That would be a really bad punt. Guess I should start playing lands. This might be a chance that we want 12 mana. But they are running out of creatures in their graveyard, sort of. They still have 2, 3... Yeah, they have 3 left, so... Which is quite a lot. Okay, so, sure. Kill my poor spirit. Yeah, the Final Payment is more... It kills anything, so that does make a difference, I think. Okay, spirits. Get them below 20 here. We'll play another land. So now we could play Final Payment and exile 2 things, which could actually be what we want to do, because... Okay, well, you're a 0-2 right now. That doesn't concern me too much. Wow, we've drawn a lot of lands. Luckily, we've had this mana sink, and it hasn't really mattered, but... Yeah, I think I attack with everything here. If we have to, we can use Final Payment to kill the Trumpeter. And then exile it with Absolution. Yeah, we got there. Right, so we've moved up to 1-1. Goal is to get to at least 3-2. So, hopefully we can do that. I think our deck definitely has the capability. Yeah, we just got to keep drawing that Absolution. Ooh, there's a Dovin Bond thing now. Looked like that Dovin only had 5 fingers. Doesn't he have 6 fingers? I'm not a Vorthos, but I did notice he has 6 fingers elsewhere. Waiting on opponent. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that weird, very weird issue with avatars. Okay, I think this is a keep. You know, it's a little bit of a slow start, but the spirit can sort of get us back. Now, I see. Our avatars are correct once the game begins. It's just like, for some reason, when we're looking at our hands, not so much. We got Absolution again. That's a good sign. So I played Final Payment, I meant the black, so that if I want to Final Payment something, I can. I really like the new Dovin Planeswalker, though. Okay. Do we want to Final Payment a Swordform hybrid? Just to... I don't hate the plan. I think we want to do it. We do go to 13, but I think it's worth it. Basically, they won't be able to attack us this turn, so that helps. Cindervines would be pretty bad. They could have it in their sideboard for sure, but it would be bad news. Okay. So I think I attack here. They could double block, but I think we're okay with that. And if they don't, we can play our Blade Juggler. Drops us to 12. So we've got the mana for Absolution when we get there. Alright, so kill that, attack me for 3. Yeah. We're at 9, and we have Ethereal Absolution, so risking attacking is probably not worth it. I was thinking about attacking, but when we know we have the mana for our Absolution, I think we should just be conservative. So, alright. Then... we'll play our Absolution. And I think we just attack with both now. It's kind of risky, maybe. But it puts them on a pretty quick clock. We can consign anything really scary they might play. It is true that they could play a creature with haste and we could be in some serious trouble, but I think we can overcome that. There is a chance he's got Cindervines in his sideboard, so hopefully they don't. Alright, so there's the haste creature we were kind of worried about. They went with the haste. Interesting. Oh no, they went with the counter. That's what happened there. Okay. 7 mana. I guess Forbidding Spirit's pretty great here, huh? So I think we attack with both our creatures again. If they just take it, we can kill them with Consign, and if they block, we can just play Forbidding Spirit here. I don't imagine they'll just take it. I could be wrong. Yeah, the tricky thing about playing against this is, like, when you have to chump block, it is such bad value because I can turn the creature into a token. So it's like, ugh. It's not fun. Alright. We do play our Forbidding Spirit here, as opposed to just holding mana up for our ability. We can actually do both anyway. Alright. Works for me. You need to keep drawing that Absolution. So, am I wrong? Oh no, he does have 6 fingers. I can count. Yeah, I did rather foolishly in my set review only give Absolution a B+, when it's an A+. Okay, this is a good hand. We've got actually have one of our 1-drops for once, and we have a bunch of nice cards that can help us get to the late game, and Sky Tether will do that too. We've seen a strangely low number of Sky Tethers for a deck that has 3 of them, which You know, it's not a big deal, but it is kind of funny. Alright, we're just going to end our turn. I definitely think we just trade for this if they attacked with it. See you later, Wugasan. Bon appetit. Alright. Okay. Can't really attack this turn with it, so that's nice. Alright, so we're going to be able to play Bellhaunt next turn, which is great. I think we just end the turn and we flash Inspire Mangler at the end of their turn. Worth noting that this will make us take 1 damage, like every time we use an activated ability. Alright. I'm cool with that. I do kind of wish Spire Mangler was more effective at taking something down here. However, I think flashing in the Mangler to kill Immolation Shaman might just be worth it. I think it probably is. Yeah, no, I think that's what we want to do. Another Sky Tether. Glad to hear it, Professor Fancy Pants. I will definitely, well, not definitely. If, you know, I'd say there's like a 50-50 chance that it happens this summer. In some ways, if it happens, it means my life's not going so well. But it may be able to help my life go better. So, but it might, you know, it could happen this summer. Is the point. Okay, so I think we rumble for 3. Play Syndicate Messenger. Yeah, I've been loving the beautiful mana too, and we just got a handful of removal. So we're not very concerned about losing a race here. That's a little bit more of a problem because we can't just straight up shut it down with Sky Tether. It still has its activated ability, but and it, you know, we can't attack through it anyway. But I think we still put Sky Tether on it. After all, it's a big creature and one we can't kill with Grotesque Demise. You're going to get in there with Tin Street Dodger. I'm hoping we get our Watch Wolf and they don't realize... Like, I think it's easy to think this just says unblockable if you play it enough, because, you know, how often do you see defenders? But it doesn't. It can be blocked by defenders. So, it would be funny to draw our Watch Wolf... Not Watch Wolf. That's an old Ravnica card. Whatever it's called. Our guy who is a 1-mana 1/3. Watchdog something or other... Alright. Okay, so we're going to play this land. I mean, getting all the mana out is good. Yeah, Watch Wolf is 1 green and 1 white for a 3/3. That's all it is. But when that came out back in, I don't know, 05, it was some pretty serious business. Yeah, this is a great spot for Grotesque Demise. Kind of just blows them out on a 2-for-1. So we can use Sky Tether to shut that down when it becomes a problem. I think for now we just keep bashing in the air. Resolute Watchdog. There you go. That's it. I used to be much better at remembering card names. I don't know if I'm getting old or... there's, you know, I don't know. Okay, so... They can obviously pump him. But I think we just take 6 here if that's what they want to do. Okay. 61 gift subs. That's pretty incredible, Sinister. All right, so... All right, so... We're going to bash in the air some more. This is the Syndicate Messenger show. Put Sky Tether on hybrid. So they can start removing the tokens, which sucks for us, but I think we'll be okay-ish. I hope. Luckily, none of our creatures die to 2 damage, so there's that. This is MTG Arena, Magic Arena in Mr. 4 Glory 90. Ah, poop. This is gonna hurt. Okay, we might be in trouble in this race. We need some more life gain, especially. We're both at 9 now. Ooh, I got exactly what I needed. Now we're on the other end of the luck spectrum, it feels like, because another flyer who also gains me life is pretty incredible here. It gives me lethal next turn. You know, things even out. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell. If that's what they have, it may be much, much harder for us to race them. Hopefully they just crack their locket in desperation. Ooh, does this create a problem? Not enough of one. Shit. Do I block here? No, I don't think so. We go to 4. If I block, I'm in trouble because Grasping Thrall... Oh, never mind. We can block with our Bellhaunt. And we will. Because we just need the flying damage for lethal. Do you think they have... yeah. Do you think they have Double Skewer or something? Double Skewer would be real bad. They only have 1 card, so I guess that can't be it. Garner the Blood Flame. Alright, so we're 1 win away from breaking even, which is the goal. Thanks for the cheer, Sinister. So the favorite of the emotes seems to be the cool Hoopo one, huh? Play first. Not a keepable hand. Whoa, it looked like I kept that for a second. Alright, so yeah, Sinister is killing it. That's for sure. Middle finger Hoopo. That's funny. Alright, so we're going to lead with Twilight Panther because it can actually attack, and the 1 damage could matter, you know? It could. Yeah, it's going to get in there. Boom. Alright, we really need to draw... We really need to draw some action. We do not want a flood here. Okay, we did draw some action. Get in there, Twilight Panther. Boom. I haven't signed cards for fans ever. But I think that's mostly because nobody's ever asked. Alright, so we'll attack with both of these. I think we probably want to lose the Watchdog, although the Watchdog, starting next turn anyway, can protect our big Undercity Scavenger, but I think it's just worth playing the Scavenger. And we'll lose the Watchdog. I'm happy with Sky Tether, maybe. We don't have any flying creatures yet, but being able to shut down their biggest, scariest possible threat is definitely worth it. Oh yeah, this is not a good time to play Ill-Gotten Inheritance. When you're just getting beaten down. Good morning, Nate Fennelly. Right, so they did just kill our biggest creature, which makes the race go a little better for them. But they're still not in great shape. We just need to draw some more creatures. Dang it. Yeah, there's a chance now that they could turn the corner with that inheritance. Yeah, the Planeswalkers are going to make the next set review an interesting one. Yeah, that's not good. Come on. Ethereal Absolution, or, you know, lots of different things would work here. Okay, that works for me. So I think I could attack with both. If they block, I could use Death Touch. Yeah, so I think I just attack with both of them. Yeah, that works for me. Forbidding Spirit. It's always sad when you're like beating... Oh, no. Luckily my creatures survived, but now they've played a huge roadblock. So doing lethal might be a challenge. The lethal might be a challenge. That helps a little. Not the time for a flood. But, you know, our opponent's really slow early game. We didn't punish enough, you know. Even though we played 1-drop, 3-drop, 1-drop, 1-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Yeah, it wasn't enough. And now we're in some serious trouble. Serious trouble. I guess I'm going to trade here. Alright, that's a pretty good draw, all things considered. Sacrifice Rakdos. No. That's probably in the offing at some point. Yeah, I get the point. I get the point. So Sky Tether doesn't save us here because they can sack whatever we put it on and attack us. So, all right. So probably want our enchantment hate. What else? I think that's it, but I need to decide what to cut. Not that much, actually, with Rakdos. They just overwhelmed us with creatures, basically. Yeah, in that game, it looked like they would have no hope of winning with Ill-Gotten Inheritance because we were so far ahead of them. But just that get the point on our Undercity Scavenger was pretty savage. I think we cut the veteran. Don't think we can keep that. This is much better. Shahrazad, yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, maybe the Scavenger would have been an interesting cut. Yeah, I don't think we want that. I mean, I'd like it, but we want to draw some more early action. Yeah, if we had kept the Watchwolf in play... Watchwolf. That's not what it's called. If we'd kept our wolf in play, we could have potentially protected our win condition, but... yeah, it's whatever. What is it that's 1 red mana? Yeah, it makes you play a sub-game of Magic, Shahrazad does, yeah. And the only thing that happens is whoever wins it loses half... who doesn't win it? Whoever loses the side game gains... not gains. Whoever loses half their life, basically. I don't know, I might play it. It's still constructed, so I'm a little less interested. Attack here. Okay, so yeah, we play our Spirit here. Gives us some more action. Maybe they're just stuck on red this time. If you play a second Shahrazad, you have to play another sub-game. It's pretty crazy. Workshop Enforcer is nasty. Not happy about seeing it. Basically locks us down on board now. We need to play our Grasping Thrall and slap Sentinel's Mark on it and hope that works out. Damn. Right, I think we keep the Thrall. Putting Sentinel's Mark on something just doesn't make a difference right now. We wanted to put it on the Thrall because it has flying. May still just be worth it to attack with everything here. Man. We really need mana. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and attack with everything. I mean, last time we had them pressured, and if this time they play Ill-Gotten Inheritance, there's like no way we can come back against that. I mean, last time we had great board position, and then they just got to their 5 mana, started killing everything to get the point. Yeah, not good. We do have a way to blow it up, so there's that. But yeah. Right, there's a 4th land. Getting close. Yeah, Dominaria is the best draft format in a long time, at the very least. I'm in agreement with that. Well, that's annoying. There we go. All right, we could find a way to win this one now. Especially if we draw Ethereal Absolution. That's what we really need. We do also need a 6th land, it's worth noting, but... oh, good. Yeah, this opponent... You don't usually see a defensive Rakdos deck, but that's essentially what our opponent has here. We'll take 5. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, cycling is pretty great. They're going to kill my Panther. They're going to go back up to 9 on their turn. They may just do 1 to us. I mean, no, they decided to kill the Panther. Because there's a chance that if they did 1 to us, they could get closer to lethal with the double ill-gotten inheritance and whatnot. Man. Not good. Looks like we're going to do a 2 and 3, which is fairly emblematic of how I've done so far lately. Right, so we're going to block here and kill it with Death Touch. So, drops us to 5, which means we're dead. Ill-gotten inheritance. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Yeah, we just couldn't keep up with... Yeah. Nope, no way out. So 2 and 3 there. That last game match that we lost, the second one that we lost was just one we lost instead of one where we either make mistakes or have issues with mana. It was definitely one that was pretty difficult to win.